The negotiation chamber smelled like burnt ozone and desperation. Not mine, mind you. Theirs. I am Vel'tara, third daughter of the Jade Throne, and I had never lost a trade agreement in my life. My scales shimmered violet under the cold lights, each one worth more than most planets' GDP. The human delegation sat across from me, shifting uncomfortably in chairs designed for beings with actual dignity. So, I said, letting my forked tongue taste the air between us. You understand the terms. Your colony worlds receive protection. Your mining operations continue unmolested. And in exchange, you provide us with 70% of your refined metals. Forever. The human, some nobody named Marcus Webb, just blinked at me with those strange, flat eyes. No third eyelid. How did they even moisturize properly? That seems a bit steep, he said. A bit steep. I almost laughed. Almost. Instead, I leaned forward, letting my crest flare to its full, impressive span. 3 meters of royal authority. Steep? Your settlements are surrounded by Krix raiders. Without our fleet, you will be wiped out within 6 months. I have the projections. We've seen the projections. Then you understand you have no leverage here. Marcus did something strange then. He smiled. Not the submissive smile most species offered when outmatched. This was something else. Something that made my secondary heart skip a beat, and not in the pleasant way. Princess Vel'tara, he said, standing. Thank you for your time. Wait. What? Excuse me. My crest flattened in confusion. We are not finished negotiating. Sure we are. Your offer is insulting. We decline. He declined. He actually declined. My translator must have malfunctioned. You cannot decline. Did you not hear me? The Krix will destroy you. Probably. He gathered his datapad. The other 2 humans, a woman named Lisa Park and a man named Devin Grant, stood as well. Calm. Far too calm. This is suicide, I hissed. You are choosing death over a reasonable trade agreement. Marcus paused at the door. 70% of our production forever isn't reasonable. It's extortion dressed up in diplomatic language. And humans? We have a long history with extortion. Then you will die. I snapped. I wasn't used to my voice sounding shrill, but there it was. Maybe. But we'll die free. And you know what's funny? He tilted his head. You need those metals more than you're letting on. Your fleet expansion project. The one you haven't announced yet. The materials from our mines aren't just convenient. They're essential. My blood went cold. How did he know? That information was classified at the highest level. You're bluffing, I said, forcing the words out. Am I? While you were busy assuming we'd beg, we were busy researching. Your economy is stretched thin. 3 border conflicts. 2 internal rebellions. And a currency crisis you're hiding behind creative accounting. You need a win. A big one. And our metals are it. Ancestors curse me, he was right. But I couldn't let him see that. Even if that were true, you still die without our protection. Sure. But here's the thing about humans, Princess. We're very, very good at spite. We'd rather go down swinging than live on our knees. So here's our counteroffer. 20%. Take it or leave it. 20%? 20? I laughed. Actually laughed. You've lost your mind. Maybe. But I'm walking out that door right now. And when the Krix don't show up, when your metals fail to arrive for your fleet expansion, when your economy collapses and your rivals smell blood in the void, remember this moment. Remember when you could have had 20% of something instead of 100% of nothing. My claws dug into the table. This was insane. Humans were supposed to be weak, fragile, desperate. Every intelligence report said so. They were newcomers to the galactic stage, barely holding a handful of colonies together. And yet Marcus Webb was already walking away. Wait, I said. He stopped. Didn't turn. Just stopped. Pride warred with necessity inside me. I was third daughter of the Jade Throne. I did not negotiate with lesser species. I dictated terms. But I wasn't stupid. 40%, I said. Final offer. Now he turned. That smile again. 25. And you provide defense for free. Separate agreement. That's 2 agreements. Sure is. Sign or I walk. You've got 10 seconds. No one spoke to me like this. No one. I should have him thrown out. I should have blockaded his colonies. I should stop being an idiot. Fine, I spat. 25%. Separate defense pact. Marcus returned to the table, sat down, and produced a fresh contract. One he clearly had prepared all along. Pleasure doing business with you, Princess. I wanted to bite his head off. Literally. Instead, I pressed my claw print to the document, sealing the deal. As they left, Lisa Park whispered something to Marcus. I have excellent hearing. You think she bought it? Completely, Marcus replied. Humans bluff better than anyone. It's practically our superpower. The door closed. Wait. Bluff? Bluff? With shaking claws, I pulled up the intelligence files and reread them. Properly this time. Oh no. Oh, ancestors, no. The Cricks were not massing near human space. That data was old, 3 months old. The Cricks had moved on to easier targets. The humans were never in danger. They played me. I sat there for exactly 47 seconds, staring at the contract with my claw print still glowing on it. Legally binding. Irrevocable under galactic law. Then I did something very unprincess-like. I screamed. My attendants came running. Guards burst through the doors, weapons raised, thinking I was under attack. In a way I was. My pride lay bleeding out on the polished floor. Out. Everyone out. I shrieked. They fled. Smart move. I pulled up every file we had on Marcus Webb. Background checks. Psychological profiles. Everything. How had we missed this? How had I missed this? There. Right there. Previous occupation before joining the Colonial Diplomatic Corps. Used car salesman. Whatever that meant, it could not be good. Another line caught my eye. Hobby, poker. I queried the database. A game of deception and probability assessment. Oh, I was going to kill him. No. Wait. Better idea. I activated my communicator. Get me Admiral Koss. Now. My military advisor appeared on screen, his 4 eyes blinking in concern. Your Highness? The negotiations are complete? Did they accept our terms? They accepted nothing, I said calmly. I accepted theirs. Silence. His scales faded to a sickly gray. I do not understand. 25%. That is what we get. 25%. But the projections showed they were desperate. The Cricks threat, the vulnerable colonies. The Cricks moved 3 months ago. Our intelligence was outdated. The humans knew this. I did not. More silence. Then, very softly, your mother is going to have you exiled. Not if I fix this first. Where is their delegation now? Their ship is preparing to depart. 40 minutes until they reach the jump point. I smiled. My turn to play dirty. Send a priority transmission. Tell Marcus Webb I need to speak with him. Personal matter. Urgent. Your Highness, I really do not think. Do it. And prepare the Red Chamber. His eyes widened. The Red Chamber? That is for state dinners, royal ceremonies. Just do it. 30 minutes later, Marcus Webb walked back into my palace. Alone. Bold or stupid. I had not yet decided which. He found me in the Red Chamber, which I had transformed. No guards. No attendants. Just me, 2 chairs, and a table with human refreshments that cost me a small fortune to acquire on short notice. Something called coffee. And donuts. Princess, he said carefully. Your message said this was urgent. Sit. He sat. Eyed the coffee. This is either an apology or an assassination. I cannot tell which. Neither. This is a proposition. I already signed your contract. It is done. Not that kind of proposition. I poured myself water, buying time. How did I say this without sounding weak? You tricked me. I negotiated. You lied about the Cricks threat. I never mentioned the Cricks. You brought them up. I simply did not correct you. He took a sip of coffee and winced. You really overpaid for this. I can tell. Infuriating. You humiliated me. I got my people a fair deal. Fair? You were never in danger. Marcus set his cup down. Okay. Real talk? You are right. The Cricks moved on. But that does not change the fact that 70% was robbery. You were exploiting what you believed was our weakness. I just flipped the board. So this was revenge. No. This was business. Big difference. I leaned forward. I could have you detained. I could tear up the contract and claim bad faith negotiation. You could, he agreed. But you will not. Why not? Because even though you are furious with me, you respect what I did. You understand it. And more importantly, you know that 25% of highly motivated human production is better than 70% of resentful, half-hearted work. We would have sabotaged you at every turn. He was right. Again, ancestors helped me. I hated that he was right. Then why did you come back? I asked. You won. Marcus smiled, but this time it was different. Less predator. More honest. Because you asked. And because I am curious why you asked. I exhaled slowly. I want you to teach me. Teach you what? How to do what you did. How to read people. How to bluff without flinching. How to turn weakness into leverage. He laughed outright. You want negotiation lessons? From me? My mother has 17 daughters. Only one will inherit the throne. Right now, I am ranked 5th. I need every advantage I can get. And you think human tricks will help? I think underestimating humans nearly cost me everything today. I will not make that mistake again. Marcus studied me for a long moment. Then he picked up a donut, took a bite, and spoke through the crumbs like a complete barbarian. All right, I will teach you. On 3 conditions. Of course there were conditions. Name them. 1. You honor the contract. No loopholes. No creative reinterpretation. Agreed. 2. This stays between us. My government cannot know I am coaching a foreign princess. And your family cannot know you are learning from a human. Acceptable. 3. He looked directly at me. You tell me something true. Right now? Something real. I blinked. Explain. You have been performing princess this entire time. Scales. Threats. Protocol. I want to know who Vel'tara actually is. No one had ever asked me that. Not once. I am terrified, I said quietly. All the time. That I will fail. That I will disappoint my mother. That I will be exiled or married off to some provincial governor. I gestured at my shimmering scales. I wear this. But inside, I am just scared. Marcus nodded. Good. That is it. That is your response. Vel'tara, every great negotiator is scared. Fear means you care. The trick is not eliminating fear. It is learning how to use it. And that was how I, 3rd daughter of the Jade Throne, began taking lessons from a human used car salesman. 6 months later, I ranked 2nd in the line of succession. 1 year later, the contract I signed with Marcus became the template for 3 more trade agreements, each more profitable than the last. And 5 years later, when I took the throne, the first thing I did was appoint Marcus Webb as my chief trade advisor. My mother never did discover my secret. The human never begged. He simply changed everything. If this story entertained or taught you something, please like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow and bring you more stories like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next story.